everyone. Do you remember those Binance officials that were invited to Nigeria to come and have some meetings, and then the Nigerian official arrested them? Yes, they are still in detention. By the way, I used to call it Binance. I had to literally go and check the pronunciation. I found out it's Binance, the way like you have finance. So it's Binance. So that's something I've learned. Well, while we are at it, can you just simply kindly please subscribe to my channel, share, like, and subscribe. Yes, please do that. Especially you bros and sis where they always come watch. They subscribe. 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 Anyway, let me be serious now. Serious Aisha is here. Okay. So there is a new demand now. This is report from People's Gazette. It says Tinubu demanded names, transaction details of top 100 Binance users in Nigeria before release of detained executives. I don't even understand in what world is this whole thing okay with Tinubu's illegitimate government. Well, he's used to illegitimacy. How did he get in the first place? Because how does this make sense? First of all, you invited them to come and have a meeting with you. They honored you. They honored your invitation, came in, arrested them, and then you're making demands on them that they must release, top Nigerian people who are doing this. I don't understand. Is it a crime to be part of it? And they're blaming them for that, the fact that the naira has just been plunging downwards. The problem with the naira, it's your fiscal policies, it's your monetary policies. Deal with it. Don't stop making excuses. Stop making excuses and looking for what to blame instead of taking responsibility. So let me just go into the article. Bola Tinubu's government, illegitimate government, by the way, has demanded that the world's largest cryptocurrency platform, Binance, provide a list of the top 100 Nigerian users and their transaction details on the platform before detained officials are released. Nigeria is pressing Binance for information on its top 100 users in the country, but they've said that before, as well as all transaction history for the past 6 months. Financial Times reported on Tuesday. So apparently, People's Gazette are getting this from the Financial Times. According to the newspaper, the request is at the center of negotiation between Binance and Nigeria, which is the company as crucial link undermining government effort to stabilize its currency, the naira. The 6-month transaction details request tallies with the timeline of Nigeria's currency devaluation. The reported request comes as two Binance officials, Tigran Gambarian, a U.S. citizen, and British Kenyan Nadim Anjarwala, languished in detention 2 weeks after Nigerian authorities arrested them. This is Tinubu and his people are always talking about how they want to investment to come into the country, how they want people to invest in Nigeria and all of that. With this kind of attitude, which investor is really going to come into Nigeria and invest where you can just decide to arrest somebody and your law allows it? I mean, of course, people already see how much of judicial capture there is. Don't they understand how this in itself undermine, Nigeria? And instead of them blaming people up and down, that the real people that they should sit down and be blaming is actually themselves. Rule of law doesn't seem to be available, and of course, not many people will want to come and do business in a place where rule of law is not there. 2 weeks ago, citing Financial Times, People's Gazette reported that the two Binance officials invited by the Nigerian government were arrested by the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. Spokesperson to Tinubu, Ajiru Ngelale and Bayo Nanuga, did not respond to calls or messages asking comments on the demand. Also, Binance declined to comment on the request, which would violate users' privacy, saying it is inappropriate for us to comment on the substance of the claims at this time. We can say that we are working collaboratively with the Nigerian authorities to bring Nadim and Tigran back home safely to their families, Binance told the Gazette on Wednesday. to save the battered Nigerian naira, which traded at about 2,000 naira to a dollar 2 weeks ago. Mr. Tinubu and his people blocked the Binance website for Nigerian users on claims that this cryptocurrency platform is aiding currency speculation in manipulating the Nigerian exchange rate. Amid the clampdown, Binance exited the Nigerian market and discontinued every Naira-related transaction on its platform. On Tuesday, the Gazette reported that the families of Mr. Gambaya and Anjarwala raised the alarm over their loved ones being held hostage by the Nigerian government. Mr. Gambarian's wife, Yuki, has described the last 2 weeks as the hardest days of her life. It's almost as if I'm listening to somebody, when they are talking about Russia. Russia has detained people. I can't imagine that it's my own country that is supposed to be, that's supposed to have a democratically elected government, that's supposed to be a democracy, a country where there's freedom of speech, a country where there's freedom of association. It's the country that is doing all of this. You call someone in, you invite them. What's the difference between this and kidnapping? Like in the video I had done earlier on this, some weeks ago when this happened on this matter, this is more or less like kidnapping. And they were asking them for, is it $10 billion or something like that? I'm like, that's the same thing like asking for ransom. It's almost, I'm like, is it Nigeria I'm reading about like this, and Nigeria invited someone and arrested someone for just like that, out of, not, the person didn't commit a crime or anything, just out of this high-handedness? She said her two children, a 4-year-old and a 10-year-old, have become relentless in asking when daddy will return, a question to which she has no answer. In 2021, when former President Muhammadu Buhari banned cryptocurrency in the country, the Gazette reported how then Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malemi's screenshot revealed that he had Binance app on his on his phone. All of these things, honestly, is just so we're watching our country just being degraded before our eyes. We think that this doesn't concern us, or it's not serious or something. These are things that point down to a failed country. This is how we'll get to a place where Haiti is right now. Haiti did not get to where it is just in a day. It came over with systems being undermined, with the rule of law being taken away. That's where Haiti is. Sudan is another case. And as a country, if we really don't do the things that we're supposed to do to ensure that we have this great country that God has given us, to protect it and ensure that it's not being devoured by some people who really don't care about anybody other than themselves, then we also as citizens have to be very mindful in the way that we do our things in Nigeria, in the way that we look at what government is doing, in the way that we don't allow all of this high-handedness to get away. It might not be your business today, but guess what? Tomorrow, it might be your business, and there will be no one who will be there to also speak out. Thank you for watching.